Hello students, in this session I will discuss reading comprehensions. So what is reading comprehension? Reading comprehension is the ability to process text or understand its meaning and to integrate with what the reader already knows. So in today's session you will know about what it is and how to start and what to do during reading of the text and how to attempt reading composition in your exam. You will also know about general and specific strategies to be adopted for reading comprehensions. Let's begin. So reading comprehension. What is the reading comprehension? When you able to process the text, you able to understand the meaning and to integrate with what the reader already knows. And it is the level of understanding of a text message. This understanding comes from the interaction between the words that are written or given in the paragraph and how they trigger knowledge outside the text. How a reader is able to relate it to its previous knowledge of the text. Now let me know you the types of the passages and questions asked in exam as per CBSE pattern. See, the passage will include one of the following: factual passages like instructions, descriptions, reports. Then comes descriptive passages involving opinion like argumentative, persuasive or interpretive. Then comes literary passages like extract from fiction, drama, poetry, essay or biography. Children, according to CBSE, one unseen passage with a variety of objective type question, including multiple choice question and short answer questions, will be there to assess your comprehension, interpretation and inference. So vocabulary such as word formation and inference of meaning will also be assessed. And the total length of the passage will be between 800 to 900 words. There will be 5 multiple choice question in the beginning and 7 objective, 2 types question, 7 objective type questions, and total will be 12 questions that shall be asked from the passage given. See, here is a reading section slide in which you will have 2 passages. Earlier we discussed that reading comprehension means the one passage in which there will be 3 types of question, but reading section will have 2 questions. One is for reading comprehension, the passage of with question and answers, and the another passage will be for note making and summarizing. Now let's discuss reading strategies to be adopted. First, we'll discuss general strategies to be adopted for reading comprehension. First is using prior knowledge or previewing the text. It means to think about the topic and try to relate it to your previous knowledge of the related text. Then comes predicting. See, prediction here means about the probable meaning of the text. You need to find out the probable meaning of the text. This is possible when you go through the text, and during the text only you get the idea about the probable meaning of the text. While reading the first paragraph, you may have the idea about the next paragraphs too. Then come upon identifying the main idea. Children, you try to understand or try to find out the main idea the passage is talking about. Then comes questioning. Understanding by questioning definitely help to understand the passage given better. Next is making inferences. It means reflect upon the ideas and information in the text. Here it means thinking about text and reflecting on the ideas and information in the text. Now let's discuss strategies for attempting reading comprehension in exam. Children, first you read the title if it is given. Otherwise, when you go through the beginning paragraphs like first or second paragraph, you will get the idea about the passage. It definitely will provide you the basic idea of the unseen passage. Then skim through the questions quickly. This skimming of the question will help you in getting the gist of the passage, and you will understand the theme of the passage given. This understanding will help you to attempt your questions later on. Then focus on the word attack questions. Look through the paragraph number given. See, in word attack question, paragraph number is given in the bracket. So you need to find out that word attack question in the given paragraph. So before reading the text, you write that word in front of the paragraph from which the question has been asked. So it will help you to find out the correct word, correct answer of that word attack. So focus on the word attack questions. Look through the paragraph number given, and while reading, keep an eye on the probable synonym or antonym. Children, you need to keep certain things in mind while reading this unseen passage. See, read once. If required, then only go for the another reading, because it takes a lot of time to read the entire paragraph again. Then underline the content words. When you are reading the text, you need to underline the content words. You need to underline the possible answers to the short answer type question asked in exam, and you need to find out multiple choice questions too. Underline or encircle the possible answers to the vocabulary based question, as I already have guided you that you need to write that word attack in front of the paragraph. Then usually a noun for a noun or a verb for a noun in the word attack question, you need to follow that. If the word is in noun, you need to answer in noun form only. If that question is in verb form, that word attack word is verb, then you answer in verb. As we have already discussed that there are three types of question: MCQ questions, short answer type question, and vocabulary based questions. So how to answer MCQ questions? See the slide, read the questions and all the options thoroughly. Don't assume by your imagination. So first of all, you need to read the questions and all the options thoroughly, because there is a probability that two options might be in your guess, but you need to find out the exact answer. Find the important words in the passage to figure out the correct option. So what you need to do? Find the important words in the passage to figure out the correct option. Sometimes more than options seem to be the correct one, but it's not like that. There is a one answer, so you need to find the correct one. While writing the answer in the AB, preferably write the option number and the text present. Always recheck your option before final submission. Now comes the question how to answer the short answer type questions with the help of the underlined parts. As you have already underlined important parts during the reading of the text, now you can take help of those underlined parts in answering short answer type questions. See those underlined parts to it and whether the text will work or you have to frame the language. Children, always try to give the answer in your own language. Try to frame the language and avoid copy or paste from the given text. Look for the specific word phrases appearing in the questions and find out where they are found in the given text. Then be brief and to the point. You have to be brief and to the point. Your answer should be there, but don't try to explain everything in detail because it will take your time. And short answer question, that short answer type question doesn't need any paragraphs in the answer. Now come upon vocabulary based question. See, in front of the mentioned paragraph number, write down the asked word. This thing you need to do the very first, that write down the asked word in front of the paragraph. Then while reading the text, it will help out in quickly getting or understanding the word. Then see, read the sentence where the possible answer is present. You replace the probable answer with the asked word. Try to fit that word on that place. If it fits correctly, it means you get the correct answer. You need to keep certain things in mind. Write clearly and neatly your answers. Keep in mind the marks allotted to each question. To check that you have not mixed up the question number anywhere, do not leave any question. Try to write in asked word limit because it will help you to attempt the entire question paper. Try to stick to the word limit asked. Now let me sum up the comprehension skill you require. See, real grasp of the meaning of the passage, understanding of the issues raised in the given questions. Try to identify the relevant clues or matter for the answers in the question or the asked passage. Clear, simple, grammatically correct and answers in your own language will help you to score good in your exam. And for this you need to develop reading habit. You need to develop reading skills. It will be possible only when you read regularly. Reading a wide variety of books helps build a storehouse of knowledge of places, events, emotions, vocabulary and language structure. Another method of building background knowledge for reading that include travel, handouts, hands-on activities, workshops or discussion. So you may participate in them. That will help you to inculcate reading habits. Thank you.